So hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we will practice on NLP, how we can create NLP, what is the benefit of NLP. So here I have noted down some lines. So you can see it works on application layers 4. So it supports TCP and UDP traffic. Okay, and it can handle millions of requests per second. Okay, it's very faster from ALB. ALB is having 400 milliseconds and NLP is having less than 100 milliseconds. Okay, so NLP has one static IP per AZ also. So NLP IP is not changing until unless you are not deleting the NLP or you are not recreating. Okay, so it is also not included in the AWS free tier account. Okay, so just three lines. I mean these four some lines to remember. To practice this, first of all we have to launch two servers which is having HTTP. Okay, so I will make the count 2. Okay, we will use T2 micro and we don't need this key pair. We will use instance connect option. Okay, so we will use security group which is we having EC2. This is having SSH. Okay, HTTP we will allow later. Okay, so it is fine. And in the very bottom in our HTTP we have this user data script. So we will copy this and we will paste. Okay, so our two instances are launching. In the meantime, let's create the target group for the NLP. So I will go to target group and I will click on target group. So this is for NLP. So I will type NLP TG. Okay, and for network load balancer we will use TCP. Okay, you can see network load balancer, and this one UTC. Okay, so I will use TCP on port 80 and VPC is fine. Health checks we have three options: TCP, HTTP and HTTPS. So our health check will be on HTTP. Okay, because Apache will run on HTTP. Okay, so this is fine. We will register these targets on port 80. So I have created the NLB also. I have mentioned GB, but it's you can mention any name. Okay, it's TB. Okay, so first of all we have created two servers. I will mention this is one and second server I will mention this is 2. Okay, so this is the name to identify the servers. So let's see our target groups if it is ready. You can see it is unused because it is not attached to any load balancer yet. Okay, so let's go to before going this, let's create one NLP SG also. Let's go to security group, create security group. This is for NLP SG. Okay, this is for NLP. Inbound role we will allow 80 port from every word. Okay, and in this security group, which is the instance security group, here we will edit and we will allow HTTP from NLVSG. Okay, to make the connection secure. Now let's go to load balancer. Click on load balancer. Click on network load balancer. This is my NLB. You can type any name. Okay, it will be internet facing. You can also choose internal, but I will use internal facing for practice. Okay, and I will select all these three regions, and you can see this is having private IPv4 assigned by AWS. If you have elastic IP also, you can choose. If you have an elastic IP, you can assign. Okay, so security group we will delete, and we will choose our NLP SJ. And target group we have already created, so let's use this NLP TG. Okay, it should be TCP. Okay, here you can see protocol is TCP. So now create the load balancer. So it is in provisioning state. I will click on this NLB. This is the target group, and see the health check is initial state. Okay, so once it will enable, then we can check our load balancer. Okay, so till this time, let's see the status is running fine. This is our DNS name. Okay, so in the meantime, I want to tell you how you can apply certificates. Okay, where is the option to apply the certificates? Okay, so if you will go to load balancer for application, if you will create application load balancer, if you will scroll down in listener, if you will choose HTTPS, you can see certificate option is coming. Okay, you can import from ACM or from import directly by giving the certificate PAM file in this one. Okay, in the case of NLB, you have to use TLS connection. Okay, if you will scroll here, you can see TLS, and then these options are coming. Okay, so this is for the HTTPS connection, just for your information how you can attach certificate. So till this time our NLB is still provisioning. Let's check the target groups. Initial refresh, still refresh. Let's wait how much time it is taking. Okay, if you will click on EC2, okay, so even it is having public IP, you cannot access directly via browser because HTTP connection is allowed from NLB SG. Okay, you can see 80 port is allowed only from this SG, and this SG belongs to NLB. Okay, so connection is very secure. In companies we are creating the infra like this only, so your connection will be very strong. I mean, end user cannot talk directly to the instance, they will talk to NLB or ELB, and then the connection will be secure. So let's see how much time it is taking. I can see both are healthy now. You can see our instance are healthy. It means let's check if our NLP is active. Okay, so our NLP is also active, so as of now we can test it. So click on the new tab and paste the new URL and wait for some time. See, it's 172.31.24.51. If I will refresh, IP is not changing. Okay, let's try in new private window. Okay, so it is coming from one target group. Okay, because at the beginning when we have created the servers, we have used user data. Okay, so instance 2 is responding and instance 1 is not responding properly. Okay, but it's due to cache only. If you will refresh, you can see now it's 183. Okay, so because it can handle millions of requests per second, so maybe, but you can see now its IP is changed. So it means the load balancer is working. You can see here is 51 and in my here browser it's 83. Okay, so this is the NLP. You can practice and you can create, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. Okay, you can see this is the monitoring and this is the health checks, which is the default path. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you like it. Okay, and I will create another video later. Thanks. Bye.